rotate and just, okay? I know some people like to kick it, but it's kind of bad technique. All right, so we'll see it one more time. Boom, here, and then boom. And then, yeah, you can go into your attacks. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, guys, so when you're, a little bit, okay, when we're working like collar ties, like I said, I like to have this wrist. Now, this right here, okay, you get an over grip. That's cool, especially for getting underhooks. If you want underhooks, like this is a great grip. A lot of guys try to go underhooks when the thumb is on the inside. That doesn't make much sense. This is like weak compared to my whole palm. So like, let's say we're here and I want underhooks, you know, I'm definitely gonna grab in this position. Okay, now just because I want that, I'm gonna use my body weight, you know, and I'm gonna grab around the head. Now, me personally, like you hear me getting markers, my hands are big. If you're trying to touch his ear and you kind of feel like your elbow is like really high over the shoulder, then don't go that deep. You don't need to. You can just go here. Okay, I just tend, because my, you know, everything's so long, I'll grab and pull. Okay, so if I have his wrist here, wrist control, and his head, I'm going to pull his head to the side, then push my arm and come in and drive my head in and get that dominant underhook position. It goes pretty fast. Okay, so you'll be here, and we'll be working, and then you're just gonna go up and slap and get the position in. Okay, that's something to pay attention to. So if you just want these kind of tie-ups, like if you want these tie-ups, just boom, and you get inside. A lot of people think you snap it this way, but believe it or not, it makes it harder to get this underhook because you put his head in the way. I go here, I'm not getting a dominant underhook, you know. You just pull his head. Well, yeah. If you're playing wrist rides and doing all this stuff, that's great. You just boom and get your here, and you immediately dive your head position in. Okay, and then we can talk about, like, you know, like I covered some snaps. Okay, I'm gonna go into an Osoto series. So I'm gonna teach you a series that Caro Parisian was, you know, he was ridiculously sick at all this stuff when it came to judo. Just ridiculously talented. He used to smoke cigarettes, eat cake like the day before or on the day of the fight, just like gambling, smoking, go out there and beat a top 5 guy. You know, the guy was a different level talent. Okay. All right, so an Osoto is an outside trip. Now, what I'll try to do a lot of the times when I'm here is I'll try to like make him step so I don't have to reach so far. The key with this for me is don't like big wide step. Just like I'm gonna hook, hop, hop. I just stay balanced and hop on one leg. And I'm not gonna throw him, okay? But you know, normally when you do this, you're gonna go ahead and throw the leg back and like kind of slam him down. He's injured, I'm injured, so I'm gonna do it a little more gentle. But I like covering this because it's a cool little move. And then I'm gonna show you a combination that Caro used very well, and I learned it from him. It was pretty cool. Okay, so we're here now. As I'm working, we'll cover some of this stuff in a minute with my hand. But what I'm gonna do is slap my collar tie on and get my downward wrist grip, okay? And then from here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start to move him. He's gonna move me, and I'm gonna yank with this wrist, and because I want this leg to get closer. Okay, so I'm just gonna move, yank, and now I'm gonna hook. Okay, now some guys will use their foot, you know, here is best I can tell you to do. Okay, but now I'm not gonna throw from here. I'm gonna hop and throw down. Okay, sorry, bud. It's a little easier. I'm not doing it so. You good? Yeah. Okay, so I'm here, we're moving, or maybe we're head on head, and give them the step, hook, hop, 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 down. Okay? Okay? Yeah. It's a cool little move, and sometimes you can do it like as a little test where you're just going like moving, you go like hook, and it's not there, it's okay. Or, you know, maybe with trip, start moving them, and then, oh, there it is. Okay? So when you do this, as you hop, this leg's going back, this arm is slamming them down, and this wrist's pulling. Okay? I'm not going to make him take the bump again. It's a great little move.